Real Housewives of Atlanta fans, will you please raise your hands up? Or Bravo fans, okay? Give me a TV emoji. If you watch particularly Real Housewives of Atlanta, give me a TV emoji. If you're a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan, you have probably heard the news recently that one of the former husbands of one of the housewives is in a bit of a legal trouble and is going to prison. So, Peter Thomas, serial entrepreneur, ex-wife of Cynthia Bailey, right? He is going to prison for 18 months for tax fraud. Okay. All right, let me finish this Peter Thomas story and then I'll bring you on. So Peter Thomas, I'm sure you guys, if you pay attention to the Housewives of Atlanta franchise, he has a series of restaurants called Bar One. He opened one in Baltimore, one in Charlotte, one in Miami. Of course, one in Atlanta. Most of them are closed now. Now, Peter Thomas, while he opened all of these restaurants, he never seemed to turn a profit. And from what I heard, payday was always a question for the employees. From now, someone who I watch, who was friends with one of the chefs from Peter's restaurant, that Peter would not pay the employee for months at a time, but he would, give them other incentives. So the chef didn't have a car, so he let her ride around here in his SUV. But she still wasn't getting a paycheck. So this is happening over at all of the Bar Ones, right? And most of them are closed now. And so if Peter didn't have the money to pay his employees their salary, of course, he didn't have the money to pay the employment taxes. So for all of these restaurants that Peter owned, he never paid the employment taxes to the point that he owed the government about $2.5 million, right? So Mr. Thomas will be, spending the next 18 months in a, some type of institution, because when you don't pay your taxes, you're going to jail. Okay. Y'all have to pay your taxes. Okay. The government, there's this song by Ludacris. I forget what it was called. But he said, look, the biggest gang out here is the federal government. They are getting their due no matter what. So it is very important, ladies and gentlemen, that you pay your business taxes so you don't end up in prison for 18 months like Peter Thomas. Okay. We wish him good luck. But from what I have heard, his restaurants, he's not paying the employees. I've heard the vibe is not really that great. The food isn't really that great. Not everybody, look, restaurants are hard. If you are not passionate about the restaurant business, please don't enter it, because the profit margins are razor thin, and most restaurants go under in the first 5 years. Okay. And that's probably what happened to Peter Thomas. They said he took all that money, he was spending it, on lavish vacations and stuff so he could look good, and not keeping up with the taxes and things like that. And I know that you weren't making that much money from the Bar Ones. Okay. Hi, Vince 301. But good luck to Peter Thomas. Now, Ken of Cape Cod, are you ready? We're about to talk about your man. Y'all, Chris Brown and Lil Wayne owe you money. Chris Brown and Lil Wayne owe you money. Okay? How do I want to add you. You ready? Can you send a request? Oh, go. Here we go. Go live with Ken of Cape Cod. Here we go. All right. Y'all,